Welcome to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. It's Tuesday, 1:43 p.m. We're rolling around on the highway. We're I-35 southbound towards Oklahoma. Woo, boy. Nothing special going on, really. Nothing really special going on. Just everything's been going really well for me. I know I shouldn't say that because now it's bound for something bad to happen. But yesterday, or the podcast that I put out on Monday, after I recorded up until I got to the place, everything went well. You know, I got there, I loaded my truck. I loaded it 1,000 pounds less than what I should, or what my little reading says, and then I ended up being 400 pounds underweight whenever I offloaded, which is pretty fucking good. Um, would have liked to be a little closer, but not bad. At least I wasn't overweight again. I think I've been overweight on every single load that I've done, not by much, only by a couple of 100 pounds up to 1,000 pounds. And 1,000 pounds really isn't a whole lot when I'm loading, I think right at like 40,000 pounds onto this trailer. 39,000 is what I can haul and be legal. So whenever you're 1,000 pounds over, it's like, really, that's a small amount being overweight, and that's really only a few seconds. It's only about 15 to 20 seconds of loading. So not bad at all. Again, today I just got loaded, ate lunch, and I'm headed back down towards Alva. Gonna hang out at the hotel again. Last night at the hotel, I brought my laptop with me, and I stayed out in Wichita. I didn't even open it, and I had plenty of time that I could have opened it and played on my laptop, but I don't know. I was just so tired. I just wanted to lay around a little bit, you know? So nothing happened there. Nothing happened today. I dealt with a couple of traffic issues, but nothing major. Nothing. It's not even worth mentioning unless it's like I'm recording the podcast when that happens. Other than that, I forget about them. But you got people where you're passing them and they're passing you, and then you're passing them, and then they're passing you, and you're like, somebody's got to exit, okay? Motherfuckers, somebody's got to exit. I'm tired of fucking passing you and you passing me. And it's cars. I mean, they're just cars. I don't understand. Like, the maximum I go downhill is 76 miles an hour. Is the maximum this truck will go downhill. Like, the steepest hills that I got on this route, 76, even if I'm loaded. And uphill, yeah, I do slow down a little bit, but I don't know, man. It's just like the speed limit's 75. I don't understand people these fucking nerds that are just following the speed limit the whole time, and it's like, you're really fucking with me. So I don't know. A couple of the times I'll just bump it down to about 73 miles an hour. I'll bump my cruise down, and I'll just cruise back for an hour or so, and then I'll bump it back up, just to get away from some of these fucking people, because I'm not going to beat them. I'm not going to beat them. So I'm looking right now. There's nobody within, I don't know, 500 yards of me. I like it like this. I like just being by myself out on the interstate. Now I'm catching up on people, so I'll eventually start passing people. But so far, this drive is going pretty good. Everything's going well. My ABS light decided to start acting up today. It hasn't acted up all yesterday or all today up until like after I got loaded. The ABS light, I don't know. I think it's got to be something to do with me backing into, because I got to jackknife the truck pretty good. I'm thinking it just loses connection for a little bit or something. And then, because there's nothing wrong. Everything's hooked up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyways, Tuesday, ain't got much going on, man. It's hot as fuck outside. The heat index is over 100, so it's really warm out there. Pretty high humidity. But hey, inside this truck, I got the AC blowing on me. I got it set to as low as it goes, as fast as the fan will blow, and I'm just chilling. I'm just having a great time. Brought some sandwiches with me. Got me some sandwiches. Even though I ate sandwiches yesterday, I didn't eat them today. I didn't want to. Really didn't want to. I got them. I know I should eat them. Didn't want to eat the sandwiches. So you know what I did? I just fucking bought some pizza. I'm a pizza fan, okay? I am on a quarter tank of fuel, so I'm gonna need to stop here soon. But things are going really good, job-wise. I guess at home, my wife called me and she said, "Hey, I don't know about your dog, man." I'm like, "Which one?" She's like, "Murphy. Murphy's my Yorkie Chihuahua." I call him mine, even though it's her dog. She's the one that picked him out. I got Rusty. I picked him up from a family member. They had puppies in a barn, and I picked up Rusty. That was in 2013. So I always marked, I don't know the dog's birthdays, but I know Rusty's birthday because it was easy to figure out. But anyways, had Rusty, and then I got Chevy, and there were two big dogs. It was a lab, brown lab, boxer mix, and then Chevy was a Great Pyrenees mixed with a boxer, and they were awesome dogs. I loved them. They're both gone now, but where I'm going at is I got them two dogs while they were still puppies. My wife, she wasn't my wife at the time. She's my girlfriend. She wanted to move in with me. She did, which is fine. But then she's like, "I want a dog too. I want a little dog. I don't want these big dogs." So she picked out this little Yorkie Chihuahua. I don't know. She bought him from some guy in a car outside of a Shoney's. I don't know. So we got. It wasn't a Shoney's. I think Shoney's is a funny. I don't know. I guess it's. I like the name Shoney's. It was probably a McDonald's or an Arby's or something like that. Maybe even a Sonic or Taco Bell. I don't know. It was a fast food joint. Apple Barrel, actually. Might have been an Apple Barrel. I don't fucking know. It was a restaurant. I didn't go. I wasn't there. But she picked up this dog, and it's a little tiny Yorkie Chihuahua. He's super cute. Named him Murphy Lee. And so he's a little bit younger than my big dogs that I had, but not by much. So I don't know. By my calculations, he was born in 2014, like late 2014. So he's like almost going on 11 years, 11, 12 years, something like that. Just by my basic math skills I just have right now. Anyways, he's a good little dog. I love him. He's such a sweet little boy. But she said that she called me. She's like, he's been having some issues. I don't know what's going on with him. He's been acting weird. He looks bloated, and he's been like hiding under the beds in the bedrooms, and they can't get him out. I'm like, well, don't get him out. Leave him be. She's like, but he needs to eat. I'm like, put the food where he's at, and then leave him alone. Poor guy. He's either sick, or I don't know. Maybe he is getting old. I don't know. I feel like those little dogs last like 20 years though. That's what I've always said since we had dogs. All these dogs, I was like, that Yorkie Chihuahua, he's gonna outlive them all. My buddy Tyler, he's got one. It's not a Yorkie Chihuahua. It's just a full bred Yorkie, and he's had that dog for a very long time. So, like, way longer than I've had my dog. And that dog is still kicking. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like Murphy's having some problems right now. He's 11 years old. I don't know. Hopefully, by the time I get home, he's all fixed up and he'll be happy again. I think no matter how he feels, he'll probably come out and be happy. He's always one of the first ones to greet me at the door. But anyways, so that's a little bit of, I don't know if it's sad news quite yet, but she said he threw up and doesn't want to leave from underneath the beds. I'm like, maybe he's just tired of the other dogs. I don't know. But anyways, we're just, other than that, things are going pretty well. Last night I had me a pizza. I've been on the Hunt Brothers on Mondays. Okay, the Hunt Brothers feed me on Mondays. Because at the hotel that I stay at in Wichita, there's a gas station with the Hunt Brothers in it, right across the street, and that's the only food for a while. I think they got some other little items and stuff you could order, but I don't know. I just want to stick with the pizza. Anyways, I usually order just a regular pan pizza or whatever the fuck it is, regular old crusted pizza. Last night I said, "You guys got thin crust?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we do." I said, "Give me one of them with pepperoni and bacon." You know, it was just the two ingredients I could think of at the time. I would have ordered more ingredients. I just couldn't think of anything. I should have scoped it out before I called them to order a pizza. But dude, that pizza's fucking delicious. Now that's all I can think about is that thin crust pizza. It's so damn good, and it takes up the whole fucking box. I was supposed to stop for fuel here. This is the Casey's I like to stop for fuel at, and I'm over here talking about pizza, and I just missed my fucking fuel stop. That's all right. I'll find another fuel stop. But I like fueling up at a Casey's because I type in the rewards. Now I don't like to type in the rewards when I'm going in there for a slice of pizza and a fountain drink. It's like $7.25. You know, well, it's always more than that because I'm never getting one slice of fucking pizza. But anyways, I'm just saying I'm not gonna get rewards on an $8 fucking order at Casey's. I'm not doing it. You got to sit there. You got to type in your fucking phone number in the keypad. There's the people in front of you. Every one of them typed in their fucking rewards. They ask. It's a bunch of extra fucking shit. So I just want to buy the fucking pizza and my drink, and I want to get on with my life. And it's like, you have rewards. You type it in. You forget to, I don't know. It's just annoying. But I will say, those rewards are worth it when you're a truck driver and you're fueling up. Okay, you hear what I'm saying here? When you fuel up your semi-truck and you're spending $300 on fuel, that's where the rewards matter. And that's why I decline rewards. They're like, "You got rewards?" No, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I ain't typing in my phone number and all this other shit. If they would come up with a card, like a little keychain card, or I don't know, just a card in general, that I could just scan or slide and it would enter my rewards, it would be a totally different story. But the only way to enter your rewards at this fucking place is by typing in your phone number, and after you've stood through 4 people entering their fucking phone numbers, 2 of them want to play the lottery because they think they're going to hit it big. You're not. One of them buying a bunch of fucking, can I get a number 3? Can I get a number 4? Can I get 2 number 6s, a number 18? And what number is 22 on? Oh, it's 0008. Oh, no, I don't want that one. Well, I'll take 2 of those, and then it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? I don't know. People that play the lottery during normal business hours annoy the fuck out of me. They really fucking do. You see them, they just walk over. It's usually lunchtime. They're on break. They go to over to the Casey's truck stop, and they want to sit there and play the lottery their whole lunch break. And it's like, I'm trying to buy my fucking pizza. Quit ordering lottery. Lottery, they should have like it's outlawed to sell the fucking lottery tickets. I'd like it to be whenever I walk in the store. Nobody plays the lottery when he's here. I don't know, maybe I'll get a special government t-shirt that says, hey, no lottery sales while I'm in here. I don't give a shit if you're a paying customer. Quit playing the lottery when I'm around you. It should be for everybody. Everybody should get one of them t-shirts. Except for the fucks that play the lottery. I don't know. They're annoying. I know some people make it. Some people hit big. My dad hit big. He won $100,000 on a scratch-off ticket. I'm not even kidding about that. That was before I was born. He won $100,000. He bought a couple of Monte Carlos, a house, and saved a little bit of it. And yeah, my dad is pretty fucking badass. I wish he kept the Monte Carlos. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but he bought 2 matching Monte Carlos. 1970s, 71, 72 maybe. Black Monte Carlos with the vinyl top. 2. We bought 2 of them. And then I don't know what the fuck happened to them. They're gone now. So they were gone before I was around. I think he sold them to buy the El Camino. He bought an old 71 El Camino and then fixed it all up and everything. It was a badass car. I do remember seeing it, but it's funny because the only time I remember seeing it was right after he got it finished, and he was like cleaning it in the driveway, and a guy rolled up and said, hey, I want to buy that car from you. And he said it's not for sale. But he worked his magic and got my dad to let him drive the El Camino. He gave him a price he couldn't resist. And the guy took off in the El Camino. And when my dad was like picking up his cleaning supplies, he saw the hood pins on the staircase next to the house. And he said, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's really bad. And this was before cell phones. I was a little kid. Little kid. I was younger than 8. Probably younger than 5, actually. And the guy came back with the El Camino with the hood. The hood was missing, and the roof was caved in. Well, the hood wasn't missing. It just wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was in the bed of the El Camino. Luckily, it was a truck car, and he could haul the hood back home. But the hood flew up on him when he was test driving it. And then my dad ended up selling it to the guy for a discounted price because the hood flew up on him. And yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, I don't even know how I got on. Oh, my dad won the lottery. Fuckheads playing the lottery at the gas station. Okay, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna get 2 Monte Carlos and a house with $100,000 these days. It ain't gonna happen. So quit trying to win the lottery while I'm trying to buy pizza. Fuckheads. Really, really annoyed when people play the lottery. Like, even if they're quick about it, it's still like, oh, can I get a couple of scratchers? Whenever I hear that, my ears turn red. I don't know why. And I can't even really tell my ears turn red because there's never a mirror nearby. But I feel the heat in my ears whenever I hear it. Can I get a couple of scratchers and a pick 5? My ears get on fire. Like, don't let them, tell them no. Tell them, you want lottery? You're going to have to wait for the rest of these fucking people that got pizza slices to get through the line. We got people with pizza here, okay? No lottery while people are in line with pizza. There's the law. If there's somebody behind you that has a slice of pizza or even just a gallon of milk, no lottery for you. And no, you're not putting in your rewards number. Fuck off. I don't know. I need something to be angry about today. And the funny thing about all that is yeah, I just need something to be angry about because I haven't been behind somebody buying lottery for a while now. I can't really remember the last time my ears turned all red on me. But I know it's happened before. I remember times when I've been behind somebody playing the lottery and they just scoot off to the side. They'll like still where the cashier is. They just scoot off to the side and they start scratching. It's like, get the fuck out of the way, motherfucker. Get out of here. It's my turn to fucking pay for my shit, okay? Get the fuck away from the counter with your scratch-off tickets. And especially if they're friendly with the fucking cashier and they're like, dude, I just won $25. I just won $25. And the cashier's like, oh my gosh, let me see. And I'm like, hey, bitch, look at me. I'm fucking trying to buy pizza. Quit looking. I don't give a fuck. Fucking fuckheads, okay? Anyways, what else is going on today? Nothing else happened. All right. Well, I listened to a couple of podcasts, and I guess there's all right. So there's this lady. I don't want to say lady, girl, woman, female. Pretty sure, full female, hot girl named Sydney Sweeney. And then people are like, oh, she's super duper Nazi. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? She did an American Eagle ad for jeans. And, listen, I did my research. I watched all the commercials. I'm glad this brought me, I would never see these commercials. Ever, ever. If this wasn't big news right now. There's big news, guys. Check it out. Look up Sweetie Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. Super hot chick. She's also does like Manscaped or Dr. Squatch commercials. Or maybe it's fucking Old Spice. I don't know what the fuck it is. But she's always doing commercials and she's hot, guys. She's cute. And she did this recent one is for jeans. She's wearing like a denim suit, Canadian jumpsuit or whatever they call it. She's got a jean jacket on. She got jeans on. Her titties are looking good. And there's a Ford Mustang in one of them that pretty sure they AI'd all the smoke. Don't like that, but anyway, because the smoke starts coming from the front of the engine. And I just watched it once. I didn't watch that one several times. But anyways, I don't know. They're like, oh, she said, oh, I have good genes. My jeans are blue. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, people are all the blue-haired fucking hippie-type pico fags. I can say that because those are lyrics to a song I listen to. There's also another one that Shane Gillis opened to. It's real funny. Hey, that little faggot. It's a fucking song. It was part of the Shane Gillis show. You guys wouldn't understand. Anyways, I don't think fag is a bad word. Sorry. Don't think it's a bad word. I think it's a funny word. I think it's a sharp, funny word. And if you're talking about gay people, it's also funny. I don't know. Sorry. Straight, fat, white guys are also pretty funny. you can say a lot of slurs to me. Okay. So I don't know. Anyways, they're real upset at this chick. They're like, I can't believe she's a Nazi. Whoa, hold on. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fat hoe. That's what I got to say. Anybody, whatever, fuck off. I think Sydney Sweeney's hot as fuck, and you can see some of her multiple angles of her titties in these fucking commercials. She's putting on jeans and stuff, and they're real short commercials. They're super fucking short, and it just says Sweeney has good genes. That's all it says in there. So I don't know. I feel like going to American Eagle now. I think I might look at the website, and if they have my size, I might get me a pair of American Eagle pants. I might try to get pants that's in Sydney Sweeney size just so I can smell them. I know she didn't wear them, but I can imagine that's probably what she might smell like, especially in them commercials. Anyway, I'm being silly, okay? I'm not a fucking creep. I'm not going to buy jeans off of that might be a woman's size just so I can smell them. I'll buy jeans in my size. I think the ones in my size smell the same as her size. I'll smell my own fucking ass crack jeans. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know why, but I just felt like I wanted to comment on some of the news going on today. You know, things are good when people are just upset for a chick saying, I have blue eyes. And it's like, oh shit, she's a Nazi. Fucking get rid of her. Get these things off of here. American Eagle, we knew you were a fucking Nazi company. Hey, shut the fuck up. You fucking queers. Fucking queer guys over here and chicks. You can be queer either way. I don't know. But anyways, I'm glad that was in the news so I could watch all of the fucking commercials with her in it. And I don't know, maybe when I get back to the hotel tonight, I might look at them again. You make your own assumptions. Anyways, we're just rolling around here. We're just having a good time. I'm almost on an eighth of a tank. It ain't no good. I'm on 3/16 of a tank. I think I'll be all right. There's plenty of fuel stops on I-35, so I'll be all right. But now I'm gonna have to stand in the heat to fuel up for a long time. Usually I wait till, if I'm under half, I always fuel up. I kind of wish I did fuel up back there, but I forgot about it. I guess more news stuff. A lot of people are jumping off of Trump's cock. And I think I've even kind of mentioned a little bit of stuff like that. Now, my opinion, I've said this several times, my opinion has no value whatsoever. All the thoughts that I think, all the conspiracy theories going in my head don't matter to anybody or anything at all. But I will say that I usually will side with whatever Dave Smith is saying. I'm usually going to side with him because he's critical of anybody and everybody, no matter how close he is to them. He'll be critical of them, and I think that's needed. And I've said several times that I side with whatever Dave Smith says. Whatever he thinks is probably what I'm going to think, and that is to an extent. But I'm not off of Donald Trump. I think every time people have lost faith in Donald Trump, which has been, a roller coaster of emotions, he always comes out on top. So it's only been 6 months. He's only been, 6. I don't know. They keep saying 6 months. Is it still 6 months? He hasn't been a president. this term for a super duper long time. And I think he's got, I'm not losing my faith in him. Okay. And this is where I kind of would divert away from Dave Smith, because he's like, Dave Smith, I was listening to him earlier today, and he was like, I think it was good to support him when I supported him, and now I think it's good to not support him and jump off of him at this point in time, which is understandable. Hey, he can have his own thoughts too. He's got his own radio show that a lot of fucking people listen to. I got, well, it's not a radio show, it's a podcast. It's the internet thing. And I got my own thing going on here. And I just feel like sometimes I want to put my little thoughts out there into the world. And I'm not jumping off of Donald Trump yet. I'm going to ride that cock for a little bit longer, okay? I'm going to check him out, see what he's doing. I think he is up to some good stuff. The Epstein thing is kind of weird. But then I think about it, and I'm like, all right, let's just put myself into a situation that might be similar to the one he's in, where he's like, I am the leader of the most powerful nation in the world. The Epstein thing isn't great, and it happened. There's also other stuff that is not great that has happened, and everybody wants to know about it. But I'm also like, if you want me to focus on everything that's happened in the past, that takes time away from me to focus on what I'm doing in the future. You know, because being the president is a pretty fucking big job. And there's only so much time he can devote to certain things. So I think that's where a lot of people might not be getting the whole thing. And I'm talking about like normies, you know, not people that are super like into politics and stuff. They probably have a much better opinion. But I'm just kind of looking at it from a little bit of a different angle. Trump is like, he's like, why are we still talking about the Epstein thing? That clip was not a good clip. It didn't look good. I wish he would have phrased it a little bit different. Like, you know, whenever he asked about the Epstein, he should say, okay, do you guys really want me to put like most of my effort and power in trying to figure out what's happened in the past? The guy is dead. There's some, you know, because everybody, you know, the way it makes it look is like, because I know Donald Trump used to be friends with the guy, that Jeffrey Epstein guy, and there might be some unflattering, but I think that's what the Jeffrey Epstein thing was all about. Was about Jeffrey getting all these people of power into vulnerable positions to exploit them. You know, taking pictures of them with 17-and-a-half-year-olds or 16-year-olds. I don't know. Like back then, I don't know. They had to be fucking old to look even close to of age. And nowadays, there's fucking 13-year-olds. You're like, oh, that's an old lady. No, it's not an old lady. She's 13. You know, I've seen those things on Facebook where people like, they post a picture of them at 13 and their like little sister at 13, and they're like, there's a giant difference between 13 when I was 13 and 13 now. It's a totally different story. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not jumping off of. Yeah, I would like to know, because I don't know. It's interesting news. I think they made a big mistake saying that they were going to release all this stuff, and now they're not. I'm still skeptical about all that shit that's going on over there. And I don't know. I guess I might be talking, assuming you guys know what I know and listen to what I've listened to. So maybe I might not be coming off as this might not be a good segment for, you know, might not, you know, I might be losing some of you guys. You're like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And I don't want to go through the whole fucking thing. But I'm just saying a lot of people are upset at Trump because he's like trying to move on to some current events. And that's where I'm like, yeah, he's got a big job. There's a lot of fucking shit going on in the world right now. He does not want to look into the past and try to bring this shit up. Like, this is maybe if there was less shit going on in the world, he would put more effort into the Epstein thing. But the world is right now a very volatile, I think that's a word to use, a real fucking scary place right now. We got multiple countries mad at multiple countries. He wants to focus on that shit right now. And he might not ever be able to focus on the Epstein shit. I think he's doing a good job. I'm staying with him. Every time I've thought about, not supporting him, that's a little over the line. It's always come back in his favor. So, and I don't want to not be, I don't want to come off and say, I absolutely do not like him. And then he does something I like, and I'm like, well, I do like that. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm not jumping off. I voted for Donald Trump 3 times. That's my guy. I don't think I would ever hang out with Donald Trump. Obviously, I'm never going to hang out with Donald Trump. But even if I could, I don't think me and him would get along super great. He'd be talking all kinds of crazy shit. Like, I've seen his interviews. No, it's like people are like, "Oh, you want a president you could go drink a beer with?" I'm like, I don't know, because I like to hang out with fucking dummies sometimes. I like to hang out with silly people. Donald Trump doesn't drink, so I don't. It's not like I can go have a drink with Donald Trump. But I don't know. It's just it's a weird political place right now. I will, I will say, I will do a callback to whenever Donald Trump was running, or whenever right after he won, and I was talking about it, and I said specifically, things are not going to be great. It's going to be it's going to be a bumpy ass road from here for a long time. At the end of the road, I think things will smooth out. Not at the end of the road, but whenever, it's going to be a rocky road for a while, and things will eventually calm down, maybe, hopefully. And I think we're hitting a lot of potholes. So I'm not going to let a couple of these fucking potholes about Epstein throw me off and make me against Donald Trump. I think he's still going to do a great job. But it's a rocky place. I know some people don't agree with him. They think he's a liar. And honestly, yeah, he hasn't told. Well, it's not that he didn't tell the truth. It's just that some of the things that he wished he could have done he hasn't been able to complete yet. He did a lot of work trying to get Russia and Ukraine to figure their fucking shit out. And Zelensky didn't want that fucking shit to happen. He really fucked up the whole negotiations and shit. And now that shit's still going on. And I don't agree with it. But those aren't my country. I'm not going to focus on if this was a video game, or I'm saying a video game just so it's fiction, but if we just pulled back our hand from that conflict and said, you know what, you guys figure it out. Somebody else figure it out. We're going to worry about America. That's probably the approach I would like to see would happen. Would Russia totally overrun Ukraine and take them down, especially without like U.S. support? Probably. I have never looked at that conflict and said, "Oh, Ukraine's got a chance." I've never looked at it like that. I'm like, we're just feeding them, here's a couple of bombs, throw them over the border and fucking shoot at Russia just to keep the fucking thing going. That's what it feels like we're doing. But also I listen to a lot of politics, but I also don't have the whole picture. So don't take this is a comedy podcast, okay? Realize this, I'm not fucking news guy. I listen to all this shit and I still don't know, specific details about anything. And then we got the Israel-Gaza thing going on. Why the fuck did this Subaru just cut me off? You motherfucker! You made me slow down to 73 before a huge fucking hill. You fucking cunt. And I use that in the most respectful and disrespectful way. You stupid fuckhead in a Subaru. Well, instead of going 55 up this hill, watch out, everybody. I'm going to be doing 45. Here in a few seconds, I lost all my fucking momentum. Anyways, let's, the Israel-Gaza thing, it's a fucking shit show over there. I don't know what to do with that. I think Israel is being a fucking bitch-ass little rich kid. He's gonna get what he wants, but he's really fucking around. Doing some shit you don't want him to do. My daddy will fucking, I don't know. It's like Israel's a kid that should get spanked, but that doesn't get spanked. He'll be a good kid eventually, but he's a little shithead right now. Maybe that's a bad analogy. Let me think of something else. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I ever thought I would ever even mention Israel on the Kletus Roadside Service podcast. And here we are. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. They just keep bombing Gaza. Gaza keeps throwing shit to Israel, and then Iran. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's a big old fucking fuck fest over there on the other side of the sea. Let's just be here in America, okay? I don't know. I don't know foreign policy and shit. We're in America. I am in the Flint Hills. Driving through. There is no trees. Well, there's a couple trees, but there's like no trees. It's just rolling hills. I'm on I-35 in the Flint Hills. If you look that up, it's a beautiful little landscape. There are a couple of trees, but most of it's just rolling hills. On the Windows PC, the stock background, I feel like that could have been taken out here. Just green grass and hills. I'm really going to need to find this fuel stop soon. There should be one soon. Now I'm at an eighth of a tank. This is getting sketchy here. Because, the fuel tanks on a semi-truck are round. So, the fuel gauge, whenever it says, full, it's full. Whenever it says half, it's half. When you get to 3/4 and quarter, it's a little, it'll burn quick, and then get down to 3/4, and then it's like 3/4 to a half is a long time, and then half down to a quarter is a long time. And then, but you're at the valley. You're at the valley. There's, you know, it's not. We'll be fine. I know there's a truck stop up here. We're at the Bazaar Cattle Pens. That's exactly where I'm at right now. And it's a scenic overlook. You can get up there, you can park there, you can go look, you can have a little picnic with your family and shit. Never been up in there, but it's just like a little overpass right here. It's pretty cool looking. One of these days, I'm going to be in a car or a motorcycle, and I'll pull up in there and I'll check it out. I'm not going to do it in a semi-truck. Fucking. I don't know. I think I'm done recording for the day. I'm not super happy about this episode, so don't take this as everything I'm about. Okay? Usually I don't bring up politics at all. I don't know why I decided to today. Not sure. But anyways, keep all 18 down. Adios. We'll talk to you next time. No politics. I promise, no politics.